Today's video is with Takota Coen at Coen Farm. This is a fairly large-scale regenerative farming project in Farintosh, Alberta, and I've done a number of videos with Takota, and in this one he's going to be explaining what a swale is, and they use an incredible swale and catch water system on their farm where they capture 40 years of water every single year, and all you have to do is look at the surrounding farms at the drier times of the year to see how green it is on their farm compared to everywhere else. And he actually says that the neighboring farms have been talking about how their wells have been replenishing ever since they set up all these water systems on their farm. So it's an incredible farm for harvesting water. One of their swales on their farm is 1 kilometer long. So it's an incredible system they have set up. So if you're seeing this video between October 4th and October 18th, you still have time to sign up and be a you still have time to sign up for FromTheField.farm before the price goes up. It's going to go up in the new year. And so this is your last opportunity to get in for either $9.99 a month or $99 a year. The price is going to go up because the value is going up. But whatever price you sign up for, you'll be grandfathered in perpetuity for that price as long as you stay a member. So the link is in the show notes. Sign up if you like this kind of content, and we'll see you in the next one.
So I'll start off with the basics. First off, what is a swale? A swale is essentially a wetland on contour. In our climate here in central Alberta, Canada, for the last couple hundred years, all of our wetlands, or most of them, have been drained through industrial agricultural practices to try to increase the growing surface for crops. As a result of that, those wetlands, which were previously storing huge amounts of water and allowing it to infiltrate into the ground to recharge our aquifers and springs and lakes, all that water now is running off and not absorbing into the soil, and so a swale is essentially the way that we're using them on our farm is to fulfill that function of a wetland. And so we're basically, as opposed to having these little dots that are spread out all across the landscape in these low-lying areas, we're using things like topographical maps or contour maps to help us find strategic locations in the landscape where we can find where old wetlands used to be and then connect them up, basically like a connect the dots puzzle, where we build a trench that is basically on contour. It's a ditch on contour, so that the water can infiltrate into these swales. So you can see here, this is the highest swale on the property here. It's about 450 meters long. It was built with a D3 excavator, sorry, a D3 cat, and basically all we did was we marked this out with a laser level on contour, and then came along with a dozer and just windrowed. We cut material from the trench here and piled it up on top of the mound so that as water flows down from uphill during the spring runoff events, it falls into this ditch where it's able to slow down, spread out, and infiltrate into the soil in the same way that wetlands would have fulfilled that function before. And on our farm, we have 3 of these swales in series. They're located about 150 to 200 meters apart in the landscape, and between those swale lines, we're planting trees along the swales, and in between those we have grazing alleyways, which is it's a really efficient pattern for us to be able to put up temporary cross fencing with electric fence and move our animals through that. And the whole reason why we're doing this is we're trying to mimic our biome, or trying to partner with natural systems and work with the land to model our farm after what it wants to be. And swales are one of the ways that we're doing that. In terms of some of the other things that we're able to stack into the functions of this particular swale is you can use a swale like a wetland just to infiltrate water into the soil, and that's great. But part of having a good design is the fact that it's multifunctional. And so this swale is not only infiltrating water into the ground, but it's also used to fill this dam that we were just at before here. So there's actually a trench that connects this swale up at the same elevation as the bottom of of the swale mount, or the swale trench. It's at the same elevation all the way back, and there's a little culvert here that runs through the base of this dam wall. And this culvert allows water to flow backwards. When that swale is full, water can flow backwards through this pipe and into the dam on the other side here. So during the spring runoff events, if this dam is empty, which we try to aim for in the fall, we try to drain all of our ponds down to make use of all the water we can, because we know the next spring runoff we're going to have a huge influx of water. So if the water level is lower than the swale, it'll back flood it and fill up this thing until it gets to the water height in the swale. Now, then once the swale level starts to drop, we can turn something called a swivel pipe or a monk pipe, which we'll take a look at in a second here. I'll actually pull it off. We can then adjust the height of that to hold the water higher than the water after it's infiltrated in. So that's the first function, is the swale can be used as a wetland, but it can also be used as a water harvesting feature to fill dams and dugouts or ponds for long-term water storage throughout the growing season.